Hi, this is AEO Unlocked episode 2, but what was episode 1? Our best performing blog has zero AI citations, almost 40,000 impressions, and an average position of 9. But to ChatGPT did not mention our blog even once. We have around 400 crawls on this exact page. I'm going to check its AI visibility and fix it with you. As promised, I'm going to find out every structural reason why our best performing blog isn't cited by AI, and then I'm actually going to fix it live with you today and publish the changes to our site. So let's get started. So we are going to go through this blog manually. Here it is. So here's the first thing. Our opening sentence, if you have ever searched for blog examples, chances are you were not just looking to read, is actually a hook, but not a citable fact. In fact, the whole first 100 words do not actually tell what a blog example is, or there is no direct answer for the AI bots over here. Now I'll scroll down. Here's another thing. The first section of the blog examples, which is on Adventurous Kate, the heading is just the name, not a complete statement. And then if I read the first sentence, here's why it works so well for travel content. It is not a complete citable chunk for AI bot. And then as I scroll down further and check out all the headings of the examples, as you can see over here, pinch of yum, who, what, where, all of these are just names of the blocks, not question kind of statements or prompts or anything that is understandable as a complete unit for AI bots, which they actually prefer. There is concrete evidence that AI bots actually prefer question-based headings more, and we don't have that right now. And then there's one thing that's actually working well, which are these key takeaway sections. If you look at them, these are clean, they stand alone, there's no missing context. That's exactly the kind of thing that I want more or less, because AI bots actually tend to cite these kind of complete pieces. Okay, so we have 4 real issues, 1 actual strength, but I've actually only gone through maybe a third of this page carefully. This is a 5,800 word article. If I keep doing this manually, I'm definitely going to miss things like inconsistent entity mentions, whether we have got enough citable facts throughout the article, or whether our facts density is even close to what these AI systems actually expect. All of this requires counting and comparing against a baseline, which is exactly the kind of things that AI tools do better than a tired pair of eyes at 6 p.m. So that's exactly what I did next. I ran it through our own GEO scoring tool. I'm going to sign into Contentpen. I added this complete article to Contentpen and ran its GEO score. Let's go through what each one of them shows. First is this answer first structure block, and over here we can see 2 fails. The tool confirms exactly what I found manually. Our first 100 words are a hook and reader intent setup, no sentence that actually says what a blog example is. Then second is about standalone H2 sections. Most of our section openers lead with vague framing instead of a direct statement. And yeah, it flagged the exact broken headings that I found out earlier. So 2 things this category got right is our takeaways for travel bloggers or other sections, which I mentioned earlier as well. And our heading hierarchy is clean. We have clean H2s, H3s, H4s in throughout the article, which is why it performs well SEO-wise. Next is the fact density and citability checks. I'm going to expand this, and over here we actually have 3 fails. So for a 5,847 word piece, the benchmark is around 1 statistic per 400 words, and we have failed that one. Then there are no export codes mentioned throughout the blog or any citable or factual information. And then this one is subtle, but there is a fail that we lack standalone, independently citable factual statements. Even lines that sound factual, like pinch of yum, is an excellent example of a food blog because it shows how combining clarity, visuals, and personality creates content readers want to try, share, and come back for. That's an opinion. That's not a citable fact because there's no concrete number or independently verifiable claim in it. On the plus side, we have 34 outbound links, and the name entity density is actually working well for us. So then we have content extractability. Most of the things over here have passed. 6 of 31 headings are already question formatted. Paragraph length is generally good. And we have got 71 lists and 5 comparison tables, which actually works well for our blog. Then let's move on to semantic and authority signals. Over here, it shows topical entity coverage issues. And then we have follow-up questions covered or not. So the issue over here is that we're missing some of the exact brands and platforms AI engines expect to see in a blog examples roundup. Blogs like HubSpot, Backlinko, Copyblogger, Medium, Neil Patel, all of these are actually missing. So we do mention Contentpen 14 times, which is fine, but still we need better topical entity coverage. And we also need better follow-up questions. Some of those questions have been listed over here. So we got 7 real failures spread across 4 different categories with specific suggested fixes attached to every single one. But here's the thorough line connecting all 7. This page is built for a human reader scrolling from top to bottom, but almost nothing on it is built to be lifted out and cited on its own. The good part, thanks to Contentpen, is that every one of those issues has a concrete fix attached to it. So instead of guessing how to rewrite this or spend time over it, I know exactly what to add, where to add, and I can do it with just a single click. It's this simple. Check this out. So over here, I'm going to click fix issues with AI. It's going to show me all the issues. This one is my fault actually. I did not copy paste the FAQ sections. In total, we have 7 issues to fix. I'm going to click it and it's going to start fixing these issues. So it's taking its time, probably at max 2 to 3 minutes, and this will be done. And it's done. So if you check this, it actually gives now a complete definition for blog examples, which is again a good opening for AI bots. So now we have a direct answer in the first 100 words. Then if I scroll down further, some of the sections that we pointed out earlier, for instance this, now it actually has a direct opening line, which is this blog works well because it combines technical expertise with approachable explanations. And then if I want to find out whether it mentioned HubSpot or other such authority pages, let's see. Okay, so here it is. According to HubSpot, blogs that are tailored to a specific audience generate up to 3x more leads than general content sites. So it naturally added the terms which were required for topical coverage. I am now going to go through this article. Actually, I've been doing this with Contentpen for a long time, so it's not that I'm actually going to read every bit of it. But anyways, if you are going to generate content through Contentpen or any AI, for instance, you should definitely go through the article in detail. So now I just actually have to publish this blog, but that's also very easy with Contentpen. I'm going to click publish. Our WordPress is already connected. I'm going to choose me as author. This is blogging, and I'm going to publish this post. So here's the bottom line. We found 7 specific gaps which were very tough to do manually, but Contentpen's GEO scoring tool did it, fixed it as well, and we published the blog live today. But I'm not going to be checking the numbers in a day or two because the AI engines actually need time to recrawl and re-evaluate this blog. And in next episode, we are going to move on to schemas, the most technical part of AEO and the most discussed part of AEO right now. And later down in the series, we're actually going to circle back and check whether this blog is performing or is on the right track or not. So stay tuned. See you in the next episode.